Welcome back, everyone.
Hey!
Hey!
Good to be back.
So, how was last episode in your opinion? What's going on here? What's happening in your brains?
Those are some pretty tight corridors we were hanging out in.
Yep.
With a lot of people. I'm amazed at how many we fit into that little tight little corridor.
Yeah, a lot of spaces in D&D end up being like you're in a big courtyard, you're outside, you're things like that. It's not often that you're like in a twisty, windy little corridor there fighting off people. So that was kind of neat.
Which is funny to me because so much of the old D&D stuff is, this is a dungeon. Guess what there are? Twisty, windy corridors.
Mm-hmm.
But all you see is like straight lines and like rooms. At least that's what I've seen mostly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, well, good, because you guys might be fighting out in the air today. But we'll find out.
Fresh air.
Well, Izzy's good for that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so as
In
a
the
recap.
Except I cannot use my...
Oh, no, you
Did
used
you already
it
levitate today?
yeah, we haven't had a long rest since.
Yeah.
That's right, I can't rage either.
No.
So I cannot mingle with the wind.
Her jet power is out of gas.
All right.
Yep, and I can't War Priest.
Nope. All of my abilities are short rest at best.
You
Or
fighter,
worse.
you.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's do a recap. After securing the mill, Usarker used some smelling salts to wake up a guard named Billy. After a few attempts at intimidating him for answers, he finally relented and gave you information, in exchange for preserving his beautiful, weakly manicured feet. He informed you that yes, the cult of the dragon was behind the events of the night, a woman named Madame Mondoth was leading the charge, and that the cult is amassing items and treasures for the mistress, who you now know is Tiamat, the five-headed dragon goddess. Why, though, you're unsure. He also revealed that he'd heard a rumor that there is a nest of dragon eggs nearby, which might explain why Greenest was targeted. After returning to the keep, you learned that Governor Nighthill's wife never made it to the keep, and that he was refusing medical treatment in an attempt to preserve healing for those who needed it more. Usarker and Celestine noticed that he was feverish and likely developing an infection and ordered him to get help. Kurt and Izzy climbed onto the parapet to see if they could catch a glimpse of Madame Mondoth. The woman was surrounded by a dozen guards, and, despite it being dark outside, she seemed to look directly into Kurt's and Izzy's souls when she glanced up towards the keep.
She's a scary lady.
She very much is. Usarker and Celestine decided to help the clerics and healers during this time. And after some time, Escobert started yelling that the Sallyport had been breached. After two chaotic and squished battles, the intruders were subdued, and one female half-elf was left alive per Governor Nighthill's instructions for questioning. So you guys currently are in the common area. The half-elf has just been subdued. Huh?
Like the courtyard?
The courtyard, yeah. She's just been subdued, and they've just finished tying up the rope. What do you do?
So it seems like the governor is in charge of, or is in charge of the
who's
interrogation.
Who's in charge here as far as the interrogation?
Yeah.
Is it
Who
us?
is
Is
leading
it them?
the interrogation?
Yeah.
We have no authority, so it shouldn't be us.
Mm-hmm.
So Governor Nighthill says, take her to the prison. And some guards take her to the prison that you just learned exists in the keep.
Well, I got
Cool.
something.
I'll ask him if he wants us to help out with anything else, and comment that looks like he's looking much better.
Thank you, Celestine. I know we've just met, but you've done a lot of good tonight. Would you mind helping me interrogate this prisoner?
That answers that.
Sure.
I'll tell him I will admit I'm not very experienced with interrogating and usually have a very blunt approach, but I mean, I can ask him questions.
Perfect. Anybody else would like to come down? You are more than welcome to. And he swishes his cloak and starts heading towards the prison.
I will leave it to the priest to put the fear of gods in him.
I am going to join Celestine so we can do this like good cop, bad cop.
Sweet.
I've always wanted to try bad cop.
I think I'm going to play a wingman.
Well,
with
there goes Celestine's
Usarker
attempt
here.
at making A mad face.
No worries. I'll be good cop.
Okay, good.
What did you say, Kurt?
I'm gonna play wingman with Zarker. Leave the interrogating to the womenfolk.
All right.
As we watch them go off,
I can be very intimidating.
As we
True.
watch them go off, I lean over to Kurt and I say, I am very bothered because the cultists up until now have made every effort not to engage us. And then they just attacked. So far, they've been pressing to keep everybody safely in the keep, but then they assaulted the keep. Why would they risk that expenditure of lives when they have a dragon who could level it?
Yeah, that dragon's kind of, it doesn't quite add up in my thoughts. Because if they wanted to, they could level this whole thing, I bet. It's awful strange, but the only thing that I can think that's changed is that we went out and messed about. Beyond that, I don't know.
It's strange, and I don't like it. My suggestion might be that things are about to go south, and it would be wise to know that we are close to the entrance to the secret tunnel. Not to say that we should run away.
But
what
if
else
the worst came to worst?
But what else are we supposed to do if a dragon or some other thing decides to destroy us?
Yeah. Get to shelter or get out of town.
So Celestine and Izzy, as this conversation is going on, you guys go down the stairs into a prison that you didn't even know existed until just now. A couple guards throw the half-elf into the cell, and Governor Nighthill follows you. She grabs the bars and she says, "Let me out of here! I didn't do anything wrong!"
Man, how to approach this one? I'm just sitting here going, how do you handle such a blatant lie? I didn't do anything.
So you want me to be good cop?
It's like, oh, you better. My husband informs me that I am a much better bad cop.
Okay.
Let me go! I didn't do anything wrong!
Would you like a cup of water?
Yes, actually. I'm glad someone here has manners.
Okay. Governor Nighthill, where's I'm gonna go find a cup.
You're not getting water.
Oh, okay.
No water for her.
Well, I'm trying to be good cop here, but
I'm gonna go ahead and lean against the opposite. So it looks like there's a wall opposite the door. So I'm just gonna lean up against it with my my worm all over my shoulder and say, "So, why did you enter the keep?"
I don't have to tell you anything.
oh, but
I
we'd
have
love for
done-
you to tell us. We'd love it, love it, love it, love it.
I'm sure you would.
If you tell us, I'll get you some water.
It doesn't sound like a good deal to me.
Well, that's unfortunate since that's the only thing keeping you alive. I stand up and I stretch and say, "Okay, Governor Nighthill, seems like she's not going to talk. Can I have her?"
Sure.
Okay. I look to the guard. "Key, please. We're going outside. She's not coming back."
All right, so the guard hands you a key. He's really confused, but he hands you the key.
Oh, man. I was really hoping she wouldn't have to do this to you.
All right, go ahead and make an intimidation check.
With advantage because I'm helping?
With advantage because
Sweet.
you're maybe helping.
Good cop. It's classic. That's a 14.
Okay, so she sees
He
how
sees the-
serious you are.
Oh, yes. Dead serious.
And she sees that she is in a good cop, bad cop situation at the moment. And she kind of backs up and she goes, "I don't think I want to go with her."
I mean, no one does because they never come back alive.
What? Listen, hold on. I was just told to come in here and mess some stuff around.
But why?
She kind of looks at Celestine and she backs up a little bit more and she says,
Celestine, brandish your mace a little bit more. Your wormall.
I know. I have to heave it down as it accidentally hits the bars of the cell, because I have to, you gotta fumble so you can get that key in there, and it's jangling around, making a lot of noise, giving obviously a lot of time for the person to hurry and talk.
Mm-hmm.
She backs up even more and the back of her legs hit the
cot.
the bed, and she plops down and she goes, okay. We were told when we came here that we are collecting items for the greater Hoard that will usher in the reign of the Queen of Dragons.
Ah,
For the mistress.
your so-called mistress Tiamat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Have you heard of her? Have you heard her good word?
Yeah, I give you some pamphlets.
Hold on, hold on. I'm just
hold on. Look on her face.
She starts digging in her pockets.
No,
She's like,
I
know
don't need those.
I have pamphlets somewhere.
No, you are not. It's not a good word.
It's not good.
It's a great word.
No, it's a bad word.
Okay.
But we're not arguing that right now.
Anyways, so you're collecting some eggs nearby, perhaps?
She kind of slumps and she's like, oh, so you know about the eggs
Mm-hmm.
as well? Again, she keeps glancing at Celestine. You did a good job, by the way. Good job.
Haha, sweet. Thank you for the help. Good cop, bad cop. Always works.
Yep.
Classic.
Okay, so there is some dragon eggs under heavy guard. I have not been there myself, but I do know it's in the southeast area in a camp, in a cave.
I turned to Governor Nighthill. Do you know of any caves nearby that are hiding dragon eggs?
Why, yes, I do.
Well, I
We just haven't done anything about it yet.
Celestine turns to him and is like, you have some questions to answer.
well, I there's many caves to the southeast, but dragon eggs. I think we would have noticed had there been dragon eggs. Maybe not.
I mean, I don't know how long dragon eggs incubate, but
I don't either.
Does our half-elf friend know?
Listen,
let me guess, you were just hired.
No,
Oh.
I did the hiring.
Oh, she's one of the fanatics.
I agree with that sentiment, yes.
Oh, okay.
I
Was
am
it
very
Usarker?
fanatic about this stuff, yes.
I was like, oh, Usarker would be very proud of her that she admits it.
Yeah, I love
If only
Tiamat.
he
I
were
love
here.
everything that we stand for. Now, can I go?
I say, you didn't want to leave just a second ago.
Well, you're scary, and I would prefer not to be here with you.
Well, I mean, your two choices at the moment are me or Cell.
She crosses her legs and she says, I guess it's the cell.
Okay, then.
I'll go get you some water now.
I'm a little concerned about the purity of the water. I'm okay now.
I shrug. Poison's not my thing.
She looks at Governor Nighthill and then, looks away. She's like, I'm not thirsty.
Okay, so it sounds like...
I
So
don't
she was only
think we're going to
supposed-
get any more information out of her, Governor Nighthill.
Good to know. I really should hire you as my personal interrogation squad.
As long as your mother-in-law doesn't throw me in prison.
She is the head of my interrogation squad
Why wasn't she here interrogating then?
because she is asleep
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. You
and
put her-
possibly a little tipsy.
Yeah.
put her
Oh,
to
that's
bed.
right. Yeah, Celestine's like, I'm not very good on an interrogation squad, to be honest. I don't play the games very well. It's usually either they answer or they're dead as I head up the stairs.
I need to hire her.
Yeah, she's very good at what she does.
She does not play games. Celestine does not play games.
So up into the common area, what are you, Kurt and Usarker, doing?
I think Usarker is taking this moment, this lull, to sit down wherever he can find some space and beginning to write in his book.
Okay.
I'm gonna head to the kitchens or the storehouse and find something for Whiskers, my
Okay.
cat,
Okay.
who has been missing in the last episode.
Poor Whiskers.
She's back.
Yeah. She's just been purring contently in your bag.
So I'm like, hey, do you have a saucer of milk or something like that?
Oh, why, yes, sir. Are you thirsty? Are you hungry? What do you need?
I'm just, now that you say that, I'll take, a little something for myself, but I was looking for something for this cat.
Cat.
Yeah.
He looks at your bag and goes, huh? Achoo! Oh, cat. We don't have much here
Yeah, I
in the
understand.
way of
this
cat
is,
stuff. Let me see what I can do. And after a couple minutes, he comes with like a little saucer of what looks to be reconstituted tuna,
Yeah.
like from jerky that he kind of like
Mashed up.
mashed up.
Yeah.
And he
Aw.
hands
Thinking
you
about
some,
it, I should have gone for like some meat scraps or something.
and he
like
hands
that,
you some water and some milk if you want that. He goes, "We have rum, but
A tipsy cat doesn't sound good.
yeah.
for you, this not for the cat."
Oh, for the cat. Oh.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Good. And he hands you just like this. What is it called? The survival stuff.
Tack.
Tack. Yeah,
Mhm.
he hands you
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
tack. He's got tack for you.
Yeah. Just something to keep my strength up and keep on moving.
Yes, sir.
Essentially. Thank you very much.
You're very
Uh,
welcome.
And since I'm not like actually part of the town or something like that, I feel somewhat obligated. Is there anything I can do to help out around here? I kind of have my hands empty at the moment.
He looks around the kitchen and it's very, very bare. There is literally just like a stack of tack.
Mm-hmm.
You're not entirely sure where he got the tuna from, the reconstituted tuna from. There's a little bit of alcohol, there's fresh water, barrels of fresh water, and that's really much it. And he goes, "Well, luckily, everyone's been too busy to eat food at the moment, but maybe it should be time to distribute some tack to people."
I can do that. Give me a loadout and I'll start making some rounds.
Thank you, sir. So he hands you a sack full of like 30 tack
Units.
squares,
Clumps.
units. And he starts, he hands it to you and tells you, grab those on the parapet first, so on and so forth. And he says, "These are the people that I know have not eaten in a while," things
Mhm.
like that.
And if he's got like any like water skins or something like that, like a larger one to carry along to like refill people's small
Yeah,
things.
he hands you that as
Cool.
well.
But I go outside and to the courtyard and like tack, get your tack and water.
You're immediately assaulted by 15 guards. They're like, "Oh my gosh, we're starving."
I knew it.
Ooh, that's pretty desperate.
Somebody needs to be taking care of these folk, keeping you on your feet.
"Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you." As they, grab the stuff from
Yeah.
you. So, you guys all convene in the common area. Kurt is handing out food. Usarker is writing a book. Everything seems to be quiet. The battering rams, you haven't heard battering rams in about 30 minutes.
That's odd.
Dragon still swooping.
Dragon's still swooping, roaring every once in a while, but the more time has gone on, the less people have been frightened of this thing. And also, because it hasn't really attacked, nobody's really paying it mind anymore. It's just kind of there.
Didn't you say that the dragon was periodically destroying or damaging people's homes out in the city?
No, he's just swooping down and trying to scare people.
I thought it did that right at the very beginning with Izzy's introduction.
Well, in the beginning,
beginning.
That
yes,
was
but it
the
has
very
not done that
first
since.
scene.
So it's no
I've seen
longer
it,
doing
yeah.
it.
Now it's just swooping down every once in a while, but people seem to not really be paying mind to it. But everything is quiet. No battering rams,
That's strange.
no knocking on the doors, and it's slowly faded out.
How can it be
If the
strange?
people
I'm
have-
going
that are
up
just-
to
yeah,
the
just go like-
ramparts,
Mm-hmm.
the parapets,
Okay.
We gathered together at the ramparts.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna see if Madame Mudface, I can't remember her name,
Mondoth.
Mondoff,
Mon Mothma?
I like that.
Mothman.
Look up in the sky.
is Madame Mudface still here?
Who?
Scary lady.
Scary lady with the purple cloak and the
Oh.
spiky shoulder things.
Yeah, scary lady's still over there, and
Okay.
she's about 60 feet away. She hasn't moved really. I mean, she maybe have moved like 10 feet, pacing back and forth. That's about it.
I stare at her as if I could stare into her soul, see how she likes it back.
She
Make an
doesn't.
intimidation
She doesn't
check.
flinch. She doesn't move around. She doesn't even register that anybody's looking at her.
Oh, good.
Isidore, what are you doing up there?
Making faces at Madame Mondoth.
I am in a very intense stare down.
Why?
Don't interrupt her when she's like this. She gets in some of her moods. She'll be like this.
Okay, I'm
for-
done.
Oh, okay, she's done.
Okay, we can talk to her now. We're good.
What's up?
So,
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering why you were leaning out over the side of the wall like you wanted to leap off to your death.
I mean, that's not what I was doing, but no, I was just checking to make sure that Madame Mondoff Mudface, I don't remember her name. I'm terrible with names. Have you noticed? But I was just checking to make sure she was still around because it seems awfully quiet.
Are the soldiers and kobolds and cloaked figures outside, are they doing anything, or are they just standing there in silent intimidation?
They seem to be, moving around a little bit. Like a group will go over here, a group will go over there, but they aren't
weird.
approaching, and they're not retreating. They're just there.
Now, thinking logically, why would they do something? They have everything they want right now. According to the goals...
Except for the gold.
According to the goals that have been listed, they told us they don't keep the gold in here. This place apparently doesn't keep gold. We had that conversation earlier.
Yes,
Yeah,
but they're probably still searching town.
Like, when they were going through the town, they really weren't attacking people.
Actually-
they were just taking the stuff.
Did they
And now there's no people in the town except them, just the stuff. So
They have everything they want. Why should they bother spending time harassing? Perhaps they're taking lunch.
Did the half-elf say what,
that's what I
she
was
was looking for in the keep? Because they kind of implied that they were looking for gold, but there's nothing here.
All she really said was that she was ordered to come in and cause a little...
yeah, I mean,
chaos.
soldiers don't necessarily know all the
Right.
orders, other than do the thing.
Right. Sometimes
So-
they hear things.
Yeah, so Izzy, as you are, watching Madame Mondoth, Mudface, as you so aptly call her,
Yes.
you do eventually see somebody ride up and her face get very, very serious. I mean, she's far enough away that you can see her stance change. There's, like, torches all around her and stuff. She points off to something, and the person rides off.
What direction do they ride off into?
They ride off to the west.
Hmm.
And about 10 minutes later, a group of a mixture of people. So it looks like kobolds, people in hoods, those weird dragon things that are the size of dogs. And they stand right beside her. And she looks to be giving some sort of order.
We want to tell Governor Nighthill that we've got something going on.
They might be causing some more trouble.
Hey,
Everyone be on alert.
Yeah, I was like, I grabbed the attention of one of the runners or something like that from the wall and like, tell who you're supposed to, like Governor Nighthill or something. Something's happening down there.
Oh, of course, sir, of course. And a blonde-haired woman hands you a crossbow and she's like, if you take my post, I can do that.
Sure, I take
She just shoves the crossbow in your hand and she runs down the
Okay.
stairs.
You have a
She
crossbow.
didn't give me any bolts though.
No, there's only one bolt. The one that's
Shoot
loaded.
well.
I can lend you some bolts.
I mean, I feel probably better with my longbow myself, but
So as she disappears, another few minutes go by, and then you start to see that troop surrounding her and herself move closer to the keep, followed by the group.
Can I have the crossbow?
here,
Cool.
shove.
Surely someone has more bolts, so maybe I can share with one of the soldiers.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. In case something happens.
What are they doing up there?
Looks like they're
They're coming
Advance
towards
them.
the keep.
Do they look hostile?
Always.
I mean, they're the enemy.
I don't
Do
think
they
she.
look
I don't
hostile?
think Madame Moth.
more hostile than usual.
Yeah.
Or do they
I
look
don't
like
think she
they're
has-
going to...
Are they waving any banners of truce or
That's true.
Yeah.
Actively.
speaking?
Kurt, go ahead and make
Not that I know much about such
perception. I'll say perception or investigation. You're really too far away to do an insight on this one. Whichever one is higher for you.
While he is eyeballing them, I'm
gonna
going to
perceive.
go over to whatever passes for an armory in this rock pool, and I will see what type of ranged weapons they have. Hand axes, javelins, maybe nice expensive longbow, whatever.
All the above.
I pilfer.
Okay.
I got a 21 to perceive.
To
the
perceive.
situation out there.
They are very
It's a good
calm.
look.
They're approaching very calm. Circa would probably know this a little bit better, but you've been in some situations where when a group of people are approaching calmly, they're either here to discuss terms, negotiate, or make demands. And you think that might be what's going on here.
Yeah, they're not looking like the dog who's been wounded and coming up and begging for something. they look pretty like tough and like this is my town, my king of the situation. I'm gonna say something. And so I think not me, but they. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It looks like they're gonna make some demands or something like that.
Should we stop them in their tracks?
No,
No.
of course not. Why
A
on
warning
earth-
shot?
No,
We're in the weaker
absolutely.
situation, I think.
If you shoot at them and they don't like the way that you smell, they will drop a dragon on you. So I would just let them do whatever they want.
Yeah, so at the moment, all the cult right now just wants to pilfer. They really haven't purposely gone out to kill people. So at this point, what would Izzy think would be the best course of action on this one? They just look to be coming up to talk.
I honestly don't know.
Has Izzy never really been in this situation before?
No, she hasn't.
Well, I know
I don't
what
think
I am
anybody else.
doing. Hearing that they are coming, I am making a cursory but thorough glance over the secret exit to see if that's clear and is easily runnable to if things go south.
Are you up on the wall?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I look over to see where the secret tunnel comes out? Is that visible?
There's no lights over there. But so the way that they're coming from the west. And the secret tunnel exits out the south of the keep.
Okay.
So at this moment, you have no reason to believe that anybody really knows about the secret tunnel. And they don't really seem to be sending anybody that direction.
Yeah. Okay. That's what I was looking forward to.
Weren't we
Good.
ambushed at the secret tunnel? All they had to
That-
do was send a runner away from it before they fought us, and they could all know about
Well,
it.
that tried to happen, then Izzy stabbed him in the back.
Hee hee.
Yeah. So we, stopped that threat. So
Maybe.
as far as we know, there could be hidden groups there. Yes, absolutely.
If you would like to discover what's there, I believe it is less than 600 feet away, which means that it should be within range of a bow shot. We know that our war priest has the ability to illuminate things.
I'd rather not send a flare to our neighbors. Hey, look at this shiny arrow as I shoot it at our secret exit.
Very well.
So the troop stops about 20 feet away from the keep. She waves her hands and touches her throat, and suddenly you can hear her very, very well. Like, her voice is
Prestidigitation.
potentially 3 times more than it normally would be.
He's pulling a Voldemort.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
just Harry Potter in general. Like, that
Oh, that's true.
was what?
The
Harry Potter
announcer's
4?
voice. Yeah.
Um,
For the games or whatever.
Or the Quidditch World Cup.
yes.
That too.
Yeah, so Celestine, you know this is thaumaturgy.
Yep.
This is very common amongst, clerics and things like that.
Oh yeah, you got, especially battle clerics, you gotta be able to be heard above the battle.
And she says, Governor, where are you? I suspect it's time for a chat. Don't you agree?
Did the governor make his way up by now?
So
What-
at
what's
this
he
point-
doing at this point?
So you saw him down in the common area, and
Okay.
he immediately looks up to the parapet, and you see him like shoo some people off, and he immediately comes running up the stairs. She goes, "Ah, there you are, Governor. So nice to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Madame Frula Mondoth, and we arrived here tonight to do some shopping, if you will. If you haven't suspected already, we are members of the Cult of the Dragon, and it has come to my attention that you have a small group of adventurers working for you, as well as a small army inside those barely functioning walls. Now, this normally doesn't bother us in the least, but it seems that your town, as well as this little band of adventurers, has decided to fight back. While you do have every right to protect yourselves, I don't take kindly to anyone murdering those under my command. So, let's play a little game, shall we? Let's call it Race to the Temple. It seems a large group of your townspeople have barricaded themselves in the sanctuary of Chantea. And she spits next to her. One of which, I heard through the grapevine, may be your wife.
Oh no.
These men behind me have been ordered to burn and kill everyone inside that temple. I wonder who will get there first. Oh, there's one other caveat. And she points to the sky and yells, Lenathan! It seems that no one fears your roars anymore. How about you step it up a notch, And you hear the beating of wings as the dragon descends below the cloud line, and you hear him speak for the very first time. And he says,
Ugh, fine, whatever. After this, can I go home? There were some losers trying to get into my lair before you called. And these ones might actually survive my traps and stuff.
I was
a
gonna
teenage
say,
dragon.
is this the husband? And then you started talking. I was like, oh no, that sounds like the son.
she says, whatever makes you happy, dearest. The dragon roars above you. The winner of this game gets to meet my champion. He will be arriving soon. Men! And she points to the people behind her. Take the sanctuary. Lenathan, attack the keep. And keep those sneaky adventurers busy. Or kill them, whatever strikes your fancy. She smiles and says, Tick-tock, Governor. Tick-tock. And she starts to walk away with her entourage. Roll for initiative, everybody.
Ah!
Yeah.
Nat 20!
Hey!
Which turns into, 18.
Awesome. Usarker.
6.
Kurt.
10.
Izzy.
23.
Boy,
Very
you're
nice.
rolling really well. So really quick, I need to know where you guys are. Please place yourself on the map. Where exactly you are.
On the wall. I'm not sure of a good place to indicate. Where's the front gate again?
The front gate is westish, southwestish
Cool.
area.
I figure I'm probably about there on the gate, maybe,
Okay.
with a crossbow.
Is everybody place where you want to be?
Yes.
I was
Yes.
I was on the wall looking towards the exit of the secret tunnel. So that is
So you're probably on the south side with Celestina and me.
Yeah, so the secret tunnel is down this way.
Okay.
Down south. Okay, cool. So, perfect. Izzy, you hear the dragon roar and it's starting to swoop towards you guys. What do you do?
Arrow at it.
All right, go for it.
arrowed.
Can y'all see that dragon?
Arrow.
Yeah.
Oh. I sees it.
I made it especially big to look terrifying.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'm guessing a 13 does not hit.
A 13 misses. The arrow just whizzes by. Celestine, it is your turn.
Crossbows are dex-based, aren't they?
They are.
Guess what Celestine's... How far away is the dragon, would you say?
The dragon at this point is probably 25-ish feet away.
Oh, cool. Okay, we're going for javelin.
'Kay.
Because that's within range. Yeah, 30 feet. I can usually get it within the first range, right?
Mhm.
So we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw it. I'm checking my channel in divinity real quick. So if the roll is small enough, I'm going to do a guided strike, which adds 10 to my attack roll.
Okay.
So don't tell me if it hits until after I've made a decision if I'm going to use it or not.
Okay.
So that's a 5. 5 plus 6 is 11. So I'm going to go ahead and add Channel Divinity. So that is a 21.
A 21 hits.
Sweet.
Go ahead and roll damage.
That is a 6.
Perfect. Anything else?
Are there more javelins nearby? I need more.
Are you on the parapet?
Yeah.
No, there would be crossbows and arrows
Dang
sitting
it.
off into the corner.
Okay, can you throw a pike? Similar to a javelin?
I believe it counts as a improvised weapon, and no.
Dang it.
Pikes are a little too large for that.
You certainly could try. Yeah.
That's like
I know.
pole vault
It
thing,
may not be
kind of.
aerodynamic. What? Okay, are there javelins somewhere in the courtyard?
There would be, but you'd have to go down the stairs.
Yep, we're going down the stairs.
Okay.
Off we go.
So you would
I
get
can probably make it down to the stairs, and that's about it.
right.
Yes.
You would make it just to the very bottom of the stairs.
Cool. So that's
And
what I'm doing.
From before, there are weapons stored in a locker up into the northwest portion.
Okay, that's where Starker got the pike last time.
Correct.
And I'm gonna ask the team what the plan is because yeah, I
I mean,
don't know
we're
what the plan
scattered
is.
all over, so you can shout that.
Yep. Oh, it's being definitely being shouted.
So I will shout back, even though it's not my turn necessarily, and say, That depends on what your objective is, and we haven't had a chance to discuss that. Are you trying to save lives, or are you trying to save your skin?
I like both.
You can't do both.
I don't like your choices, Usarker.
So as these
Get
two
to the temple! I shout.
So as these two are shouting at each other, it is now the dragon's turn, and the dragon unleashes his lightning breath. So the lightning breath.
I don't like the direction this lightning bolt's going, Corin.
I know.
This
It's
looks
beautiful.
awfully close to my character.
It's a good thing you just barely are out of that area. So
So the lightning bolt just like goes
the
straight.
lightning bolt goes 90 feet towards you guys, and people try to dodge out of the way of this thing. Celestine, you were just barely away from it. You just see lightning streak right past you.
Oh no, flashing lights on my eyes as I'm like, I can't
Yep.
see.
And unfortunately, 3 guards on the parapet die, and
Oof.
2 of them take severe damage,
Oof.
and they drop to the ground. One of them is Governor Nighthill as well.
Oops.
He drops to the ground, and he's kind of like seizing because it's lightning. He's seizing a little bit, and then he goes unconscious. Next up,
Well, Celestine doesn't know he's down because she's running for the chapel.
great. And at
I'm
that point,
Assuming Izzy saw it.
you would have seen this.
Okay.
Yes, everyone on the parapet would have seen all of this.
Okay.
So the dragon, Lenathan, as you now know his name, shoots off in the northwest direction away from the keep. A few guards try to launch, spears and crossbows and at it, but none of them seem to hit this thing. Kurt, it is now your turn. The dragon is about, from this northwest edge of the keep, he is about 60 feet away.
I have a bow, but I think that I'm going to be more occupied in getting out and getting to the temple. How high is the wall?
The wall
If-
itself,
If I leap down, is this a bad idea?
you would take some damage, yes. It's much higher than 10 feet.
If there is a handy bale of hay or something like that, or a cart or something that somebody hauled in there, I want to leap off into that.
Okay. Let me see.
Going all Assassin's Creed on us?
Yes, I have been playing that recently.
You don't say.
Black Flag, if anyone's interested.
So, Kurt, the walls are about 30 feet high, and you do see a small bale of hay. You would have to do an acrobatics check for it to actually work.
Doing it.
Okay, go ahead and roll for that.
I
please.
leap off the parapet. Ah! That's a 15.
Are there any Assassin's Creeds where you wear plaid?
There are now. Mountain Man Edition.
Right. Okay, so that succeeds.
Cool.
So you only take. I rolled max 12 points of damage. as you
Yeah!
hit the
Oh,
bale.
no.
Are
Are
you
you
still
down?
up?
Yeah, I had 25 before
Oh, okay,
this.
good.
Okay.
No,
Oh
I'm at
boy,
13.
I am so sorry about that one.
It's my own dang fault.
Yikes.
I jumped off a wall.
So that we'll say that takes.
Don't commit suicide!
I gotta do something.
All right, so standing up will take.
Like rage, darn it.
So standing up would take half movement. What would you like to do at this point?
I'm gonna pull myself out of the hay bale and I'm gonna shout to the people, "Get to cover! Get out of here!" And I'm gonna run towards the cellar where the secret tunnel is, and that's where Usarker is.
Usarker is currently under the stables where he's been writing in his book. He is no longer writing in his book, but that is where he, was last currently.
Isn't that near the?
It just so happens to be quite yes.
Yes, I saw you go that way, and I'm like, okay, I at least need to get there or something. That's what I'm doing. So I'm running that direction.
Okay, perfect. Next up, Usarker.
So 2 questions. First question: how large is the secret passageway,
It is a 5-foot width, so one person can fit at a time.
and how tall?
10 feet.
So you're saying a horse can go through there?
It would scrape the sides,
You could probably lead it.
and you could probably lead it, and you would probably scrape it with something fierce. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to.
Are any of the horses saddled already?
No.
Bareback,
They didn't have any intentions of, maybe using them and having one on hand.
Well, first of all, there are 5 horses. Only 5. You don't think that maybe they generally keep horses in here and somebody just happened to throw horses in here when they got through. You are more than welcome to try to get a horse through there. It's gonna be rough.
Do it anyways.
There's
excitement.
I am thinking about. I'm trying to remember what I recall from the map of Greenest I saw. Were there any stables or the like on that map outside of this keep?
As you guys were running through, you would have run into a lot of stables. You would have seen a lot of them.
And were the kobolds interacting with the horses at all?
Some were not. It was absolute chaos.
Some had shiny bridles on.
I mean, if you want to do a history check to figure that out, you can. Unfortunately, because it was so chaotic, you'd have to do it with disadvantage to figure out if you remember where exactly
I
it
am
was.
incredibly good at history.
You also were passed out for half of it.
That is true.
So, while I use my precision memory in order to remember this, I will grab a saddle and get a horse, and I will... Can I roll an animal handling check while I'm at it to find a good horse? You know, which of these 5 horses I like best?
Sure.
So my animal handling is an almighty 14.
That would do it.
Oh, sorry, 15.
It will take you 1 minute to equip the saddle.
Oh, animal handling is wisdom. Aha, that's why it's better. I thought it was charisma.
Yeah, so I just looked up the rules to equip a saddle, and it would take 1 minute to saddle down
I'm not
this horse.
putting the saddle on right now. I'm
Okay.
just picking it up and going to take it with me.
Okay.
I will put the bridle on the horse.
Okay. That'll take
Um,
your full action.
That's fine. So that's good. I rolled an 18 plus 6, so 24 for history.
Was that with disadvantage?
It is now a 17 plus 6.
So, yeah, you passed a few stables right on the main area. Unfortunately, it's probably like 500, 600 feet away, and you would have to go through a line of cultists to get there.
Excellent. Ignoring that option, clearly getting a saddle and a horse was the better option here. I continue bridling it.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
That is it.
Okay. Next up, Izzy.
Okay, I am going to run down to the main floor of the keep, and I'm like, Governor Nighthill has been injured! Someone, medic, please! And I'm going to... Do I see Usarker getting a horse ready?
You do. He's very methodically doing it. He's making sure he gets everything right on the bridle and making sure he picks out the correct saddle. and
Usarker, we
everything.
don't have time for this! I grab a horse, and I don't even grab a saddle or anything. I just start leading it to... I'm guessing we're going down the secret tunnel?
Go ahead and make an animal handling check. See if it'll follow you.
Okay.
I mean, its option
I'm
is a
wondering if
dragon.
this would be disadvantaged because there's a freaking dragon out there.
Yes,
Yeah.
unless it's a war horse.
Yeah,
Are they war horses?
No, these would
Dang
not be
it.
war horses.
just farm country.
There might have been one.
That's a 1?
Oh no!
Goodbye, horsey.
You
The horse like bites you or something.
you grab its mane and you're like, "Come on, horsey!" And it's like, and that's it.
Does it sneeze on her?
Nothing
Oh,
happens.
no. Do you have sneeze on you?
Yes, it sneezed on you.
I look over to where you're covered in snot and I say, I'm actually surprised to see you doing this. I thought for sure you were going to rush out into the open to get Governor Nighthill and make yourself a target for the dragon, who obviously is hoping that you'll rush to him.
I mean, I've told everyone else to get him. I can't help him. I'm not a medic.
Fair enough.
Anything else, Izzy?
So was it an action to use to do the animal handling check?
The action would have been to try and get it to move, and it didn't move.
Okay. So that's my turn.
Okay. Celestine, it is your turn.
Okay, and running all the way over to go pick up as many javelins as I am able. How many javelins can I pick up?
Go ahead and roll a d4 to see how many you can pick up in that action.
But what if I wanted to get like 10 and put it in my pack somehow?
Mm.
That's a 2.
All right, you managed to get 2 within this action.
Okay.
They're big unwieldy things.
Anything else?
That was my whole that was the whole action, right?
Yes.
I don't think I can do anything else with my bonus action because I don't have a lot of spells that are bonus action. I think I have 0 that are bonus actions. Cool.
Celestine, if you're intent on fighting this thing, at least remember to stay close to cover. it may be able to vaporize through stone. But if it has to vaporize the stone first,
If I
you
can
might
only
take a
grab
little less
like 2
injury.
at a time, then I might as well just stand next to this thing and pull it off one by one. If you guys want me to get a horse,
so we
get a
leave
horse
and
for me.
Celestine is still pulling javelins.
That's what it feels like. That's all I can do. I have 2 javelins. It's not close enough for me to hit. Is it how far? It's probably like long gone at the moment, right?
You said the dragon wheeled back upwards into the north,
Yes, northwest.
so it's got to be at least 100 feet away.
No, it flew about 60 feet away, so it's not too far away.
It's in range.
Yes, but I don't have an action. I can't throw it. Okay, that's it. I see you guys getting horses, and I'm just going to assume that I'll grab a horse or you'll grab a horse for me as I concentrate on the dragon.
Okay.
Did you actually say anything?
Sure.
What did you-
Usarker, give me a horse. Please.
What exactly is the plan? We've been singled out as a group, but we
I
really
don't know.
barely
You're
know each
getting a
other.
horse? What's
I am getting a horse, but I'm not sure whether we're supposed to be running headlong into the jaws of death or whether we're supposed to be fleeing the jaws of death.
I think right now, fleeing and riding a horse with a dragon following us is going to be almost suicide because it'll be animal handling and at disadvantage.
Is that what you say in character?
I say
My character sheet says.
summarize
out
it into
here.
as many few words as possible, and we're basically yes. You can't ride a horse with that thing out there, is what I say.
My hope is that the dragon wants to level the keep and considers us a bonus prize since it started with the governor and not us anyways. And so if I can get through a tunnel that is 100, 200 feet away, hopefully remaining cover using the river as concealment, then maybe I can get far enough away to not be noticed by it. But we'll see. If not, maybe I'll die. Roasted by lightning.
So are you heading to the temple?
Should I? Right now, it's
Shoot,
a
we don't even know where the temple is.
We don't know where the temple is, and if we rush to the temples to save the people there, we're abandoning the people here, and the dragon is actively killing them.
At least there's soldiers here.
Oh, good. So we're killing armed combatants instead of women and children because
Yes.
their lives matter less.
So, good thing that this conversation is taking a lot more time because it does not get its breath weapon back.
Oh, sorry guys.
Kurt,
Okay.
it is your turn.
Yeah,
Sorry,
so
Kurt.
I'm running to scooping up children and small people and shoving them into doorways and hay bales and such. Not hay bales. That
Yeah,
wouldn't
don't
make
put
much
them in the hay
sense.
bales. Please don't put them in the hay bales. Tell them to
And
go
the
down
child
to
was
prison.
lost forever.
Oh no.
But you're basically trying to get people out of the open because then they're more likely to get attacked.
Okay,
I'm trying to make my way over to the stables, though.
perfect. People are listening, and they're terrified, and they are kind
they
of sort
should
of listening to you as you do this. Again, they're still terrified, but they see what you're trying to do when they start kind of going in the direction that you're leading them.
Okay.
Usarker,
I arrive at the stables and they're like, horses? What? What are you doing?
We are doing whatever we'd like. It's my turn, right?
Yep, Usarker, it is your turn.
Is there a black horse? And was it one of the good ones?
Sure.
Excellent.
It's got a
I'm-
spot of white on it somewhere, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's got a spot of white on its nose.
Nobody's perfect. It's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking my mostly black horse and saying, "What should I name you, horse?" I don't know.
Imperfect.
Flacky.
Imperfect. Flawed.
I don't think
What's
we
a,
have time for
what's a new
this.
Sarker name? What would be
And I'm leading him over to the secret entrance. Come along, horse. I'm going in.
horse?
All right, animal handling. See if you can get it to go with you.
Disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
So that, unfortunately, was a natural 20, followed by a 10, which gives me 12.
So you managed to move it about 5 feet, but it's starting to look very, very spooked.
I don't know if you're getting the horse out.
So I moved 5 feet.
You move 5 feet.
We might as well just run on foot.
Where is the tunnel?
Tunnel is down here, on to the south. You were.
Oh, I was like right at it?
You were.
I was under the impression that it was near the blacksmith. That's kind
No,
of
it's
why
to
I
the
was running
south.
that way. Oh well, I got people in the cover.
You did.
Grumpy,
There were a lot of people in
grumpy.
the south that you managed to get into cover.
Good.
Okay, next up, Izzy. It is your turn.
Okay. Has anyone gone to help Governor Nighthill yet?
No, because it's absolute chaos.
Okay. I am giving up on the horses because they just spit on me, and I am going to run up to Governor Nighthill. I'm probably going to use my action to double move and see if I can get him into cover and see if he's still alive.
Okay. All right. Anything else on that turn?
Nope. My entire action.
Okay, Celestine, what do you do?
Is the dragon back?
The dragon's still about 6 feet away. He's just kind of hovering
60 feet?
there. 6D, yeah, 60.
Can
He's
I
not
hit
6 feet
him?
away.
Can I hit him?
I mean,
from
he
where?
could be 6 feet away if you really want him to, but then he could like claw you, and
That's
it's up to you.
Can I hit him where I'm at?
Can you hit something 60 feet away?
120 feet.
You can.
We're at
How high up is
disadvantage.
the dragon?
The dragon is about level at this moment.
Because
So directly
she's,
60 feet.
she's adjacent to the northern wall. So,
You look like you're in a corner.
yeah.
5, 10, 15.
If you move 15 feet into the common area, you can launch this thing at it.
Okay.
Oh, good. Let's all make a nice line for it.
Mm-hmm.
No, because then I get to move back into my little corner. That's why I only move 15 feet. Okay, unfortunately this will be at disadvantage. Yeah, that's not hitting. That's 10.
Nope, unfortunately that doesn't hit.
Okay, and back into the corner.
Okay. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay. The dragon gets his breath back.
Lovely.
So the dragon swoops in within 25 feet and unleashes another blast. Oh, nope, that's not. No, hold on.
It's
Hold on.
now gained an area of effect circle around
and
itself.
then there's
Wrong
a
button,
gas
everyone, hold
cloud.
on.
I wonder what
It
happened.
uses thunderstorm and drops lightning all around it.
What the heck?
No, it uses stink cloud.
Stink.
That's what it is.
No.
I think the circle got bigger.
It just needs
I
to
made
shoot
2
a
of
blast right here.
them. Okay, here we go. I am on a line now. So
Oh, look
he
at this! Look at this! Perfect targeting.
he moves right here.
I like.
He moves a little more south.
Thank you, David, for
And,
telling her where to
gosh darn
go.
it.
You're
Do it
welcome.
again. And then unleashes his breath weapon right up to the edge of the other side of the keep. It goes like directly across.
Wall to wall.
Again, it almost hits Izzy and Governor
Oh, okay.
Nighthill.
So not actually at us.
No,
Nope.
it hasn't targeted us at all. It just wants to kill everyone.
Okay.
5
Let's-
more people get
Let's
roasted.
maybe try and scare this away or something like
Or,
that.
sorry, not 5,
I
sorry.
don't know. Do
2
something.
people
What do we
roasted,
do?
so
It's the
5.
size of an elephant.
So 2 people get
Never seen an
roasted.
elephant.
So that's 5 people total, and then 5 more people are injured. And that is the end. And well, it's gonna fly away. It's gonna fly.
How far does it get?
It moves about 60 feet away.
Dang it.
Well, it's 60 feet away total.
Yeah. No, I know. It still means disadvantage for me.
There we go. Next up is Kurt.
Okay, so options are right now. We are still confused, obviously. So Celestine is trying to do some damage at the dragon. It
Yep.
seems.
Chaos equals battle.
Usarker
And then there's
is
peace.
grabbing a horse, for some purpose. Izzy's going to go help the governor.
Are you gonna try to get him down the stairs so he's not on the parapet?
Just trying to get some kind of cover for him.
Okay. If you get him down the stairs, I might. Yeah, I can help. I can help if I can get up there as well, but everyone would be exposed at that point. So, but it would mean I would have to spend a turn not attacking the dragon. But I can help if he's not dead. So do you have any ranged weapons that you can use? Because
I
this
do.
thing.
I have a longbow, and I was contemplating using that. I was just.
Yeah.
I think that maybe I can provide cover while Usarker gets a horse. I don't know. Like I don't.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm having a hard time seeing. So
So
I'm gonna talk to Usarker and like, what are we doing?
I'm gonna.
You're
call
the
out
tactical
and
guy.
say, you're all idiots. Isidore, you're the one who's actually a good shot. You shoot the dragon while Celestine,
Hey!
who's the healer, goes and grabs the
I'm not-
governor.
I am not a healer.
Kurt, well, you are a melee combatant against a flying monstrosity. Unless you can pull divine bolts out and shoot at it, then that's no good. Kurt, My
yet.
advice to you, unless you have better ranged abilities than I'm guessing, is to stand in
Aw.
front of Isidore with a large wooden object and provide cover for her.
That I can do. I
you give us
tear
advantage on the
a
dragon?
nearby door off a wall.
On my turn.
Okay.
Tactician.
I want tandem tactician on that dragon, darn it.
So I want to tear like something off the stable
Oh no.
to use as a wooden shield of some sort.
Make a strength check.
Yeah, here we go.
I feel like we're getting a plan together now, guys.
Yeah, communication, it's a grand thing.
Doesn't happen very easily when a
Yeah.
dragon's shooting
Okay.
lightning at you.
Right.
18 plus 7.
All right, you managed to get a huge plank of wood
Yeah,
off of this thing, and it's almost the size of you are.
yeah, cool. I
think you can
grab
cover
said
Izzy with
thing and head for Izzy.
Perfect. So there are stairs right to the south of them, leading up. So I might take an extra turn to get you there, though.
Yeah, I only have 30 feet at the moment. I think I've got one more.
Okay. Anything else, Kurt?
So I have run over to the other wall and I'm up next to it with the shield protecting me at the moment.
Perfect. Usurker, it is now your turn.
So, I think what I said earlier might count for tandem tactician.
It would.
Excellent. I will give advantage to Izzy, and I will give advantage to Celestine.
Yay.
Perfect. Anything else you would like to do?
So for myself, still working on the horse. Come on, horse.
With disadvantage.
You still haven't named him?
I'm thinking of calling him Impa, because you said he was imperfect, which, while rude to the horse, does give me a good name
It seemed
idea.
like an Usarker blunt thing to say.
We have a 13
Sounds
this
like a
time. We're
Celestine
slowly
one thing to
incrementing
say.
up.
Nah,
A 13, you
she's
managed to get
nah.
another 5 feet. But it's still scared. Anything else?
I think that's an action and a bonus action, so that should be it.
Perfect. Izzy, it is now your
Unless
turn.
you want to run around
All
the
right,
horse.
hearing the words of Lord Pride, because apparently that's all I do with my life. Since the
Everybody
start of
needs
this greenness con-
Everybody needs a purpose.
So, just to let you know, Governor Nighthill is starting to come to.
Okay.
He's very, very, very injured. But he's not on death's door
Okay.
yet.
Good to know.
That's a different campaign.
Yes.
So I am going to stand in front of him, and I am going to take my longbow and shoot at the dragon.
Go for it. You have advantage.
I
Yes.
do, thank goodness.
Yes.
Unnatural 20 to hit.
Cool.
That hits.
Nice.
Awesome. 10 points of damage.
Ooh, Nelly.
Very nice.
And that ends my turn.
Perfect. Next up, Celestine.
Okay, I'm going to back out 15 feet, pull out my javelin, the other javelin I have, and I am going to aim at the dragon and throw it again.
Okay, is that within your first range increment?
No, it's within the second.
Okay, so it's a straight roll.
Yep.
I
Cool.
did give her the help action.
Thank heavens. So a javelin is 30, 120.
Okay.
So it's in the second.
Well, you don't have disadvantage.
Yeah, you just
Dang
have a straight roll.
That's a 15.
It misses, unfortunately. It just sails right by.
Okay, and we're going back to the corner.
Unfortunately, the blue dragon gets his breath weapon back.
Mm-hmm.
Lenathan flies up about 25 feet closer, sends out another blast. Then he's going to aim it going southeast and hit all of these people on the parapet.
Is it a paraffin parapet pit?
Sure. You
They're gaining a wax.
You hear the cries of 3 more people as that's the last thing they ever say. And 5 more convulse on the ground and then become unconscious.
How many people were we supposed to be saving in the temple? Who, by the way, the only word we have that they exist is the word of a villain.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point.
Didn't we hear from somebody that
Governor Nighthill said his wife hadn't returned.
It's
or
true.
Okay.
was missing.
I couldn't remember if somebody else had said that, like
But they could
maybe at the port boarded up somewhere.
but they could have captured her and be holding her hostage.
Mm.
I think we did hear something about that. I don't remember where, though.
No. And that sounds pretty in character.
Kurt, it is now your turn.
I'm going to run up the stairs, brandishing my improvised shield and my real shield, and I would like to defend Izzy and Governor Nighthill.
Perfect. Anything else?
No.
Okay.
I don't know if there's a specific action for that, but it's not the dodge action.
There is no stated action for that, but at minimum, you with a shield is going to provide a cover bonus for Izzy and the governor, meaning at least probably some sort of I forget what exactly it is, but you can get a reflex saving throw bonus for having enough cover.
Mm-hmm.
And so I suspect that you won't get a reflex save because you're not dodging out of the way. But if the lightning hits, then maybe our archer, who can actually hurt the monster, might stay alive. What you could do is you could give a ready action to move and interpose yourself between Izzy and wherever the dragon decides to
I would like
sweep
to
in.
do so. That makes sense.
Okay.
So the trigger is if the dragon or if there is a threat at one of these two people, is that I want to interpose my shield between them.
Okay, and then you would give her half cover, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So Izzy, you are going to have a +2 to your reflex
Okay.
save and to your AC if Kurt gets triggered. If the dragon, for some reason, maybe, potentially, tries to target you.
Right.
You heard it. Anyway, next up, Usurker, it's your turn.
It wants vengeance.
Mm-hmm.
Come along, Impa. Let's not be in the line of targeting when this dragon decides to shoot at us. We're not getting any better. 13.
13, you move it another 5 feet, but it's just...
I mean, I'm sure you didn't grab a mule.
I think that, the presence of the dragon has frozen it with fear. It just wants to be eaten. In the meantime, good job, Isidore. It looks like it's coming around this side. You should probably, aim for this, the wing over there. Try and cripple it. If it can't fly, then it has to crawl at us. And I'm sure it's only as fast as, say, a bear or a leopard as opposed to whatever it is now.
Okay.
A dragon.
So I'm going to give Tandem Tactician to Isidore, and Celestine looks like she's intent on throwing objects at it too, so I'll give it to you as well.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Next up is Izzy.
Okay. Shoot at the dragon. 16.
That misses, unfortunately.
Ah.
It just barely scrapes by. Anything else, Izzy?
Nope.
Okay. Celestine, it is your turn.
So it's 60 feet away, right?
It did not fly away this time because the
30.
DM forgot to move the pawn.
It's
So, because my hand's off the chess piece, it is 25 feet away from you.
Yes. Okay. As a move action, can I grab one javelin?
You may.
Okay. 1 to 15 feet. And
Technically, that's just part of your action anyway, just grabbing and
Okay.
throwing.
So,
So, it wouldn't affect your movement at all.
sweet. Okay, here we go. And we're going to throw it with advantage, right? Usarker?
Is
Yes.
Yes, you have advantage.
That's really helpful. Okay. That was 18 plus 6, so 24.
That hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Huzzah!
Part of me really wants Kurt to, if the dragon's really close, just to jump off the wall onto the dragon.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Can
Be
you
a
do-
dragon rider.
That is
It's
10 damage.
25 feet away from her, so that's how far away from you?
Anyways, it doesn't matter.
I don't know. It's in range of you. You
How
could
much
totally
damage?
do it.
10 damage.
Can you describe to me what happens in this?
We're going to go and try to wound one of the wings.
Okay.
Did I take it down or am I wounding it?
Oh, you're not even close to taking it down.
That's what
Yeah.
I thought. That's what I thought. I just want to make sure.
But just describe your
Just
action.
describe your action.
Okay, so she comes out and we're gonna have I was gonna say quick prayer to Tempest, but this is Celestine and this is during war. So she shouts, "For Tempest," and in the honor of Tempest and for peace, and she throws the javelin and it skewers one of the wings.
Okay, so as this javelin skewers part of this wing, you see the dragon falter a little bit because suddenly it loses some air resistance. It goes,
Ow! Ow, that hurt! I don't have time for this! I gotta go kill the other people! I am out of here!
Oh,
And
the ones in
he-
his lair.
Yep. And since it's now his turn, he is like,
I'm done with you. I'll be back later.
and he flies away and he dashes away.
Yes! Good job, everyone.
It is now 100 and very far away.
Yep.
So within range of Izzy.
Yeah, Izzy, if you really want to take a shot at it, you can. It's only 100 and
Take a pot shot.
That's totally
Don't know.
within 600 feet
I
of
don't
my
math.
longbow.
Well, 150 feet is still short range, so you
It's
could have
true.
advantage on the shot.
technically it'd be 155
You'd have to move
because
5
it was 25
feet, to
feet
get back
away
in
and it moved
range.
100. No, it'd be 160.
Anyways, it
195
doesn't matter.
feet
I'm not
away.
going to shoot at the dragon anymore. It's flying away.
I can math sometimes. It is flying off into the distance. You assume to its lair to kill other people.
Cool.
Okay. Good luck to those other people.
Izzy, go ahead and make a perception check, and Kurt as well, since you guys are on the parapet.
Well, now I know why the cult of the dragon hasn't taken over the world.
5.
6.
Luckily, you don't need a good perception to know that Frilla Mondoth is not here anymore.
Oh,
But you do see the group that she commanded to go to the temple is much further ahead of you guys.
Well, hey,
And
now we
they
don't
are
have to go to
heading-
the tunnel.
They're heading southeast.
I bet we don't have to go to the tunnel anymore. We want
it's
to take
probably
courses.
true.
Could probably just leave through the gate.
Ask the governor where the temple is.
Governor Nighthill, are you awake? Are you alive?
Everything hurts.
Yeah, you need to go see a medic.
I won't argue on this time.
Okay, where's this temple?
It's my wife. Is
Yes,
she?
yes, we're gonna try and
And
get her.
he tries to sit up and he says, over there to the southeast. If you remember the map of Green Nest, it is directly southeast, like right into the corner.
So it's in the same direction as the tunnel.
So if you take the tunnel, just based on what you can see, you can see the temple. It's a very big building.
Oh,
You
okay.
can
Big
see
thing with the
it.
profile. We can probably see it off there.
Yeah. So based on, just thinking about it, it is about maybe 200 feet away from this
Oh,
keep.
okay,
It's
so
not that far.
It's really close by.
It's very, very close. You can see it, and unfortunately, the cultists have a head start.
Yes. So
Bareback, here we
but they'll
go.
have to break through the barricade anyways, right? So
Unless they set on fire.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you notice looking out, because I mean, there's cultists out there with like lamps and stuff, and torches. You see that the line is starting to retreat back into the city, as well, except for this one small group.
So this small group is within how far away from me?
So they are. So you are right here in the northeast, or the northwest section.
Mm-hmm.
They are way over here, so probably 120 feet away,
Okay.
Okay.
and they are making their way.
So
Easy bow range.
can I move across the parapet to the southeast side of the parapet?
You can, yes.
Okay. I'm gonna take a shot at some of these raiders.
All right, go ahead and take
They're
a
within
shot.
range.
So you move 30 feet. So are you still in your first increment?
My first increment is like 150.
Okay.
Now that the dragon is gone, can I move close enough to her to give her tandem tactician on this again while I begin saddling the horse?
I can just see you bring it down to the base of the wall, and you're like, "Go, Izzy! Shoot the ones without helmets." As you're like,
Even
pointing-
though I can't
So,
see any of them that you're shooting
Because
at.
she immediately moved, I'm going to say we're still in initiative order, in the same initiative order, and you are below her in initiative. She's already used her tandem tactician.
No, she hasn't. I gave it to her, and I gave it to Celestine.
Mhm.
Celestine drove away the dragon,
Oh,
which
that
means
is
that if
true.
it's still an
That's
initiative,
right. Yes,
she
sorry.
still has
You are
hers.
correct. So you are
but
before
she has
her.
tandem tactician only on the dragon.
But now it's
Mm.
Usarker's turn. He's before her.
Oh,
And
that's fine.
I was weird in my initiative.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yes,
We're
I
all
see.
good.
Yeah, because I'm technically the top of the initiative.
Yes.
All right. Go ahead and take a shot.
Okay, so
Yes, you have tandem tactician.
okay,
But you do not have
Okay, so you have
disadvantage.
tandem tactician.
I didn't have
They
disadvantage.
have
either.
torches.
Oh. You don't?
They're within 150 feet.
I thought she said they were 200 feet.
No, I said 120 feet.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I heard wrong.
Uh,
So
And
you
then
have
I moved up
advantage.
30 feet, so now they're 90 feet away from me.
Be sure to shoot one of the front ones
Okay,
so that
if
they
you
know
aim
you're
towards
killing
it-
them.
I will say if you aim towards someone holding a torch, you get normal. So
Okay.
you get advantage. If you're trying to aim willy-nilly, it's going to be just a straight roll because you can't see in the dark.
Gotcha. I'm aiming for someone with a torch.
Perfect.
Good plan.
Natural 20.
Hey.
Ooh, you hit something.
Twing.
You don't know who you hit, but you hit something.
Double the dice.
Down goes the torch.
Ooh, okay. That is 14 points of damage.
Down goes the torch.
Okay.
Probably down goes the cultist.
So you manage to down one. You see the torch kind of topple over, but the group starts moving much quicker.
All right. Guys, they're heading quickly to the temple.
Keep shooting them.
Okay.
Eventually, they'll decide that moving quickly and staying in the open is a bad idea. Or they're
Okay.
idiots.
I will say you will be allowed to take 2 more shots before they are out of your range.
So my
First
long,
increment.
my disadvantage
It's
is
300,
from
right?
600 with a longbow.
So is it 300 with first increment?
No.
It's 150 for the first increment, 600 for the second.
Okay, so if you take 2 more shots, they will be at disadvantage.
Okay.
So, I'm going to continually provide her good advice on her shot.
So she'll get a straight shot.
Yep.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, it's going to be real hard to see because there are now, at this point, there's going to be trees that you have to shoot through and things like that. So
In-
I'll let you have 2 shots
In addition,
before they hit that tree line.
I am going to encourage some local guard who are, standing around picking their noses, it seems, to go up there and take a couple shots with her.
Okay.
And then are we
And
going to try
technically
to
their
go on horses?
crossbows could try and hit them with a disadvantage because it's 320 feet for the long.
Well, some of them have longbows.
Some of them do, yeah.
Mhm.
Do we want to ride out after them?
Absolutely. I think that is the good plan.
Cool.
So we can rescue the people who may or may not be there.
Bear back on it for me because I don't have time to put a saddle on.
So Izzy, go ahead and take your shots. Guards go up there. Unfortunately, you only see 2 figures down because, again, Corin has terrible rolling when it counts.
Okay.
Unless the kobold.
Nat 1
Okay.
for the first shot.
So the first shot
Misses.
it hits a tree,
Yep.
probably. You're not sure. So this is the last one before they hit the tree line.
Right. All right. That is a 25 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is 11 points of damage.
Okay, you see another body hit the floor,
All right.
and the group disappears behind the tree line.
After them.
Celestine would like to go bareback on a horse.
All right. You guys managed to calm down the horses. You managed to get onto the horses. Is anybody trained in animal handling?
Not I.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
I have a positive bonus at least.
Same. I have a +1, but not trained.
All
Let's
right.
do-
So
Plus
after some coaxing, and with help from Usarker, and you have a bonus.
I have +1.
I am, in
Plus 2.
fact, able to be quite helpful since I'm allowed to use the help action as a bonus action.
Right. So Izzy, Usarker, Celestine, and Kurt help you get on this horse.
I better not sneeze on me again. Really inconvenient.
Well, if you're
I
on
still
the
have snot all over me.
A guard
I'm like,
walks by and goes, "Oh yeah, that one's name is Sneezer. He sneezes.
Oh, that's a fitting name. I pat its neck.
It sneezes again." And as you guys ride out, are you going through the front gate? Or are you going to attempt to try and squeeze through
Front gate.
that?
Front gate.
they're all because they're
It's all about
retreating.
speed now.
We already know that Mon Mothma left. What's her actual name?
Brula
Mondoth.
Mondoth.
Rulam Monda. Yeah.
Mondoth.
You managed to convince the
Mudface.
guards to let you through. They're some of them are worried. They're like, "Please, if my sister's in there, please save her. If my child is in there, please make sure he's okay." And as they open up the front gates, you guys trot off towards the sanctuary.
We trot.
And that's
Gallop.
where we're going to
Faster,
end our
faster.
session.
Gallop!
That's a roll.
That's where
Nice.
we're ending our session.
Hey everyone, Ashlyn here. Thank you for listening to this episode of Power Word Crit. Stay tuned for more adventure on powerwordcrit.com or your favorite podcast streaming site. As we end the episode, please enjoy this PS.
Celestine's War Journal, entry number 1. Greetings, War Journal. My daughters have suggested that writing a log of my travels could alleviate stress and provide my grandchildren with a view of life outside Baldur's Gate. This is my first entry. I had not anticipated having much to write about, but within a 24-hour period, I have been attacked by kobolds and dragon cultists, have been confused as an interrogator, and have joined 3 others in protecting this town, one of whom I'm pretty positive is not a vampire, but his dislike of religion and the way he eyes me when I perform rites of Tempest sometimes make me wonder if he could be descended from a vampire. Can vampires have children?